You're muted.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show, fellas. You want to say what up?
What's going on, good people? You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth.
Hola, it's me, another agent named Dane.
Yes. We are in the building. It is Monday, July 18th, 2022, and got another great show lined up for y'all. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell because you want to be fully aware when we're going to be going live. You want to be fully aware when we set up new shows, things like that, because shows sometimes just pop up. So you want to make sure you in there and that you get the notifications. In the meantime, make sure you go over to the Join the Conversation group over at facebook.com/group/GFT. Join the conversation because we always having a good time over there when we're not fighting people. And we always have great topics, great discussions. And, you learn something new every day. If you want to get some of the merchandise, make sure you get over to our merchandise site over at gftradio.creator-spring.com, where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all kinds of apparel, as well as things like drinking glasses, pillows, all kinds of stuff like that. So make sure y'all get over there. Support us while we support you. And today we're going to have a great topic about fitness, health, all that great stuff. We call it tonight's show. So you want to lose weight and get healthy. Which after I posted it, I was like, dang, I shouldn't have called it that. But whatever. What's done is done. Because we kind of got on the topic because of the fact that some of us have been on a fitness journey in order to lose weight. But losing weight is not always the goal, right? Some people are actually trying to gain weight. Some people are just trying to get healthy, get their heart right. Some people are just trying to, get rid of a chronic illness like diabetes and other things like that may be affected by the way that they are doing their, or that they're not doing their diet, right? That they need to adjust their diet for, or that they need to exercise to combat. One of the things that I've been facing for years and trying to get right is my blood pressure, getting that under control. And, a lot of folks use either diet or exercise to do that. And it sometimes doesn't have anything to do with your weight. For me, it did, but, for a lot of people, it could just be the fact that they're not active. So we're going to talk about getting healthy, getting fit, getting your body where you want it, and some of the things that we did in order to get there. So fellas, on that note, let's get started with just the fact of what are you doing? Oh no, let's take that back. What got you started, or what motivated you to decide that you wanted to get more healthy?
Well, like you I believe you mentioned when we were having a little discussion, and I thought about this topic that we should do this show. I was relating it to my own personal health issues. Also remember going to the doctor, being pre-diabetic. Like growing up, I was always into things. I was a Tumblr. You go on my Facebook page right now and see what somebody posted. I didn't solicit that or nothing, but he posted about how I used to play basketball. Like everybody from out my neighborhood know I used to play basketball all day. I used to love to flip. Well, you catch me flipping off houses, flipping. I was always active, bro. First thing I ever did, ran track when I was a kid. So my uncle was a track star. My cousin was a track star. He almost made the Olympic team. So I guess as I got older, I noticed I wasn't as active. That's why I like that you brought that up. I wasn't active as I used to be. and that's when my health started fading. I noticed when it just became work, and more work. I wasn't eating right. That was the main thing. My diet was trash. A lot of junk food, eating out all the time, hoagies galore, tacos galore. You feel me? Just overdoing it instead of being moderate. So, like I said, when I got diagnosed as pre-diabetic, and that was before the lung issues and everything, that's when my journey started. And we're gonna get into it, but it hasn't been an easy one at all. You feel me? Because it's a lifestyle change. So you got the word motivation to get healthy. As everybody know, motivation is a fleeting feeling. You feel me? Motivation comes and it goes. Discipline. Being disciplined was the hardest part. You have to find a definite purpose, and that was me wanting to be alive for my daughter. So I want to say there wasn't any motivation, but a purpose was to get healthy. I still got a lot of living to do, a lot of things I want to get done, and I want to be here for my daughter. So that's my purpose for getting healthy.
Good purpose. Sonny, I don't know if you heard the question. Basically, we're just talking about the motivations, what motivated us to want to get more healthy, to want to change our bodies to the way we want it to be, or to cure ailments or avoid issues that we saw coming at us. What's a motivation for you to get healthy?
I'm not healthy. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not as healthy as I should be, and I feel like for me it's more of like I'm okay with my weight and everything like that. I mean, you're talking about I grew up really, really skinny, so for me, I didn't want to go back to that. I wanted like the happy medium, not overtly overweight, but my height alone and my weight will be an issue because they will say I'm super morbidly obese. But for me, the one thing I am trying to be healthy, and I know this is kind of on topic but off topic a little bit. One of my things is when I'm stressed or anxious, I crave a lot of sugar. So if I'm stressed, depressed, and I have a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, I crave, for whatever reason, I crave sugary things to kind of soothe or whatever. So I'm in the process of getting healthy, but not in the way of body sense, but just mind sense, and that kind of helps my body, if that makes sense. Because I think when you're stressed, you either eat too much, too much, and then or eat too less, and then your body is in like the shock situation. So either you lose a massive amount of weight, and then once you're fine, you gain the weight back or more, or stuff like that. So for me, it's like I had to. I'm on a path to getting mentally healthy to make me healthy, because I noticed that my sugar intake in the last year has been very different than what it was before. But I'm mindful of it, so I try to drink more fluids, like more water, to kind of counteract the sugar intake. But I know that for me, it's not really going to counteract it. It's like it's going to make it less impactful, but it's still impacting like my weight and stuff like that. So
yeah. One thing you probably missed what I was saying earlier was I actually faux pas the title. I shouldn't have used the statement about losing weight, because this is more than just losing weight, because losing weight is just one thing, one goal that some people have. Getting healthy has many avenues and get you to many different, to the goal of many different things. And I'm glad you brought that up. That's one I didn't touch on, but being mentally and psychologically and even emotionally healed from either changes in your activity, changes in your diet, changes in just the way you live, is important as well. A lot of things that people don't think of, or a lot of the things that people don't think about is, like you said, a lot of people comfort eat. A lot of people are quick to shut down and not be active because they're depressed or because they're facing some challenge in their personal life. And a lot of doctors and even psychologists will tell you, you should get active. You should eat differently. You should drink more water. You should, because being dehydrated will cause issues. Not taking care of certain body parts, like getting enough vitamin D and enough something else, and I can't think of what it is right now. But that can affect your something as simple as your teeth, as your hair, as your nails, and a lot of people, when those things deteriorate, it deteriorates their mind. So
Yeah.
so keeping in mind that there's other reasons to get healthy as well is important. So I'm
Yeah, but
glad
I
you touched
also,
on that.
yeah, and
I
I'm
have a
also
friend.
mindful of my portions.
Yeah,
But I've been
yeah.
doing that for years, like just being mindful of the intake of certain stuff.
Yeah,
It's a guy right
definitely.
now in Trenton. He's running for his name Devon Allah. I did a couple articles about him on my blog. He's running for councilman or council person of the North Ward right now. But what he mainly does, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the crew bartenders. It was their crew out of New York. They're about fitness. They call themselves the bartenders because they do pull-ups and stuff like that, working on the bar.
Oh, right.
And one of their main he does that here in Trenton. And one of his main slogans is "Movement is medicine." He like, you gotta move. Health is wealth. That's what he always tell people. Health is wealth. Movement is medicine. So to your point, like sometimes we're not as active as we should be, and that's what caused a lot of our health deterioration. Just a lot of inactivity.
Mm-hmm.
My fault, Dame. I didn't mean to jump on you.
Indeed. Yeah, go ahead, Dan. What has been something that's motivated you either now or in the past to try to get more healthy?
Like Smooth was, I'm the active guy. You know me, Will. I was always playing basketball, this and that, being very active. I think it really got to me when I lost breath. Man, I don't have a big gut now, but when I bent over to tie my shoes, I was like, man, I'm having a hard time breathing as I'm trying to tie my shoes. I knew it was that time, like, wow, you let yourself go. I mean, pandemic or not, I should have been doing something else. But I was having a lot of joint pains as of late. There's other ailments. Every time I tried to get healthy or do physical stuff, something would happen where it just is a setback. So I just been like, just trying to push through the new ailments that I've been dealing with, being pre-diabetic as well, and also dealing with cluster and migraine headaches. That pushes it back too, because you really don't want to do anything or can't, because I'm literally in the hospital trying to fight off this pain. Um, and I got 3 kids in this house that I want to see grow up. I like to see what their legacy, their life is going to be like. I don't want them feeling like I felt when I lost my father. Wondering, would they be proud? How would they react to certain situations I've been in? Maybe if my father was here, no fault of his own, because he passed away, but just that wonder, always sitting back and wondering like what my life would have been like if my dad was here. So then I'm here to harass Sonny too. HR problems. I'm always gonna be here for you, Sonny. Always.
Good stuff.
That's
What?
Can I ask Dame a question?
Yo.
So, because how are you dealing with those obstacles that you're going through? As far as
diet, like you said, diet. It's a change. It's a big shock when you do research as well, because even though I started eating, I'm always been a healthy eater. I always ate fruits and vegetables, no problem. I can do that all day, any day. But it's the junk food. I cut out sugar, unnecessary sugar, because you cannot cut sugar out your diet. We live in America. Come on. Um, but unnecessary sugars like sugary snacks like Hostess cupcakes, honey buns, just extra junk food that we don't need in our life. I cut back on fast food restaurants. That's my weakness. And you got it on camera.
No, them oatmeal pies, man.
Zay just finished his box. I need like listen. He just finished that box.
I got it bad,
Hey, no.
brother. I got it bad.
See, I'm with you though, but we got the double stuff.
See, that's oddly enough, I don't buy, and it's crazy enough, right? So for me, I don't really buy snacks for me. My snacks are like for the kids and stuff. Like it's very rare that I get into a supermarket and be like, oh, I want such and such. It's random for me to want something. Like even I have this ungodly obsession with ginger snaps. And as much as I go in the store, in the stores they have bags, I'm like, yeah, I should get me some, but I don't, right?
Them hot ass graham crackers.
Those are the best things ever. Like I swear to God, I love them. Everybody, if you know me, you've been around me, I will tear out that train bag of ginger snaps.
They like graham crackers with cayenne pepper.
being a person that used to work at Big Lots, ginger snaps are.
I know they're right. They got them always in stock and in big stock.
Yes, they do. But anywho, it's oddly enough that y'all say that because I don't really buy snacks for me. My kids, they'll have snacks when people come over as snacks or whatever. But I'm not I actually don't buy it for me. And if I want a snack, I actually have to go to the store to go get something that I want. Right. My problem is actual sugar. I can't it can't be in my house. I would lose my mind and go crazy over a bag of sugar. It's a toxic situation. But I know that I will sit there and be like, I need to eat that. He's upset. Hold on, guys.
Hold up. Is you one of the crazy ass people who just dip the spoon in the raw sugar?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Sonny,
you worse than
ginger spirits.
Yeah,
Sonny worse than 3 donuts and shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask Hype. When Hype give his answer, I want to talk. I was talking about. I meant the setbacks you mentioned.
Right.
Thing trying to get healthy. Then setbacks as far.
So
as
actually, that's my next question too. So let's get Hype's motivation first, and then we'll go back around. We'll talk about. That's my next question.
All right. So hold on.
So right now. What we're talking about is what has motivated you either in the past or now to want to get more healthy. And as you guys can see, I did change the title because I didn't want to focus so much on weight loss because weight loss is not the only reason to get healthy. It's not always everybody's goal. So it's more of why or what makes you feel like you want to be more healthy. And decide to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to make a change in something, activity, diet, way of living, something like that.
Before I go there, something Dame just touched on. Dame, we might got an episode there. A situation about your dad. So me and my wife was having a conversation recently, so we might have an episode right there, Dame. Okay.
Invite me to that one.
I got you, bro. Okay, so December of 2019, my best friend since we was 9 calls me. He's a comedian. I talked about him on here several times, but he calls me, yo, I got this festival that I'm doing in Mississippi tomorrow. This weekend. I want you to come down, go with me. It'd be good networking for the podcast, and we'll just get to hang out for a couple of days. Plus, he tell me I'm proud of you. This is weird. Why the fuck would you be telling me this? He ends up dying the next day. Pulls his car over, has a blood clot. Calls his wife I'm tired, I just want to come home. She said, come home. He's driving home, pulls his car over, blood clot, dies in the car, 32. So when I found that out, this is this has been my best friend since he was 9. Completely shit, how the hell does that happen? And December, that was December. So January is probably 2 weeks later. All right, fuck, we going to the gym. hit the gym hard, and then the Rona happens. So before the Rona happens, it's like you get the whispers of the Rona, and it's like, man, I ain't listen to that shit. They always say something. Then I come in the gym and this white dude is in here, whole back, sweaty as hell. He don't wipe off the joint after he gets off. So I'm like, hold up, cuz, like, what are you doing? Then
Gym
the gym
etiquette.
shuts down. Then the gym shuts down. Fucks up my whole routine. I probably got like, what was that? Probably March. So I got like 3 months. I'm going to the gym every day. I go if I get off work, if I do a double, if I do a triple, I'm still go for this hour to get this gym in. They shut the gym down, killed me. Now I'm in the house, like Dame just said, I'm stuck in the house, can't do shit. Gym opened back up. We had limited capacity and all of that. All right, we go hard for another 2 months. Gym shut down. So then, like, gym opened back up. Trying to go hard for like another month. Now I'm completely out of my routine. Trying all this shit that I had built up for all these months. It ain't working. So, another one of my fucking friends, another one of my mans. Like my wedding anniversary was yesterday. Looking at my pictures, 3 of my groomsmen is dead from 6 years ago. None of the street niggas. These is all this the 9 to 5 regular niggas. Open heart surgery. Surgery was a success. We can't get him to stop bleeding. So this is another one that makes you go, shit. These niggas is both 32. No health issues or nothing. Just is what it is. It's your time. Tap on the shoulder. So them two situations made me go like, all right, look, you got to start looking at shit differently. You got to start trying to eat differently. And just like Dame said, it just be your life trying to get in the way sometime. Working this job now, I might be 4 or 5 days straight with we 15, 16 hours, 10 hours on a shitty day. And it's like, yeah, you drinking a lot of water, but them donuts is there, or all of that type shit happens.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean that, and I think that's the big thing is the mortality, right? And I think when you realize, when you realize you realize that you're not invincible like you used to think, you know what I mean, or you realize your mortality, and I think that's a huge motivator for a lot of people.
It's that
Especially like
sprained
Dan
ankle,
mentioned,
bro.
when it's family, or like you mentioned, when it's friends that are close to you, and especially close in age. Because I went through the same thing, or in my early 30s, seeing people going in to get heart surgeries, going in to get, stents put in and stuff like that. And then realizing like, you know what, man, we getting older, having children that are going to high school and that kind of thing, and realizing like, man, not as young as I used to be, or as I think I am.
It's
And
like
knowing
Dame
that.
just was saying, you be hooping that sprained ankle when you was 22, you bounce back in a couple of days. I've
Mhm.
been wanting to play basketball for like 2 years, but a sprained ankle, a jammed wrist, it will kill my entire life.
Yeah.
Not to mention that when we're older, we have more responsibilities. We cannot afford to get injured
Right.
trying to
Copy, that's
get.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And that.
it's like the thing we love to do. We cannot afford to let that interfere with our money because we got people depending on us.
Right.
If I got a
Right.
sprained ankle, I can't go clean nothing. I can't go.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Sell some
So,
jerseys.
and I went through that too, having an injury that took years to heal versus, like you said, months or weeks, like in the past. But another thing that was a wake up call for me was, finding out that I had prehypertension, as well as seeing my weight balloon over time, to where, I was, at 350, almost 400 pounds, and knowing that's of course not healthy. Being, knowing that I had family members with cancer, with diabetes, and that the lifestyle I was leading was going to lead me right into the arms of those illnesses and afflictions. So that was something that got me motivated, as well as, like you said, being a workaholic. Working 10, 12, 14, 16 hours, sometimes 24 hours, and not making time to exercise, eat right, things like that. So those are some of the bigger motivators for me. As time went on, I learned how to balance, work and life. I learned how to eat better and exercise effectively for myself. But that took time. That took, like Smooth was saying, it took discipline. It took determination that I wanted to focus on getting to where I needed to be in a health state. So yeah. So I think all of us, we all touched on things that are definitely big motivators that a lot of people can definitely relate to. But in order to get to our goal, we all go through, like Smooth was just saying, you know, a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges and roadblocks to that. So I want to start talking about our struggles and strategies and how, you know, those things either, you know, made it harder for us to get to our goals, are still things that we're struggling with, or some strategies that we have tried and used on our road to good health. Looks like Smooth is, I don't know if Smooth is away or, yeah, at least on mute too. So Sonny, if you want to go ahead and start, and then we'll move back over. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you ready, Smooth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my bad. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so back to your question. So we're gonna start with you. Is the struggles and the strategies that you know have either been roadblocks or challenges, and then some of the strategies that you use to either get through those or to get closer to your goals.
Well, for me, my struggles was, and my getting healthy was just getting sick again. Every time I got to a place to where I thought I was feeling good, I was doing good. You got to understand, when I was in the hospital, they was talking about quality of life. You know, my dad died at 42. I'll be 39 this year. So my whole mission was like, I mean, I gotta get past 42. You feel me? They was coming at me in the hospital like, you know, even to this day, they tell me I needed a lung transplant, this, that, and the third. So that's the type of setbacks, and or I wouldn't even say setbacks. Those are the type of things going in that I had to work around, obstacles, so to speak. So first thing I did was, all right, Clint, you gotta change your diet. You gotta change the way you live. That's the main thing. So like Dane mentioned earlier, the hardest part is changing the way you eat. You feel me? Your diet. Because I think I don't think we realize how much our food is addictive, bro. So like, and when we pre-programmed ourselves to certain addictive foods over the years. It's just like
And
having
bad
bad
for us.
habits.
And just
Yeah,
and just plain out bad for us.
exactly. So I remember when we had the nutritionist on here that we had, and
Sadie.
what I had to learn was what's healthy for somebody else isn't healthy for me. You feel me? So some people like citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are bad for me, even though sometimes I still eat them. But the acidity in it makes my breathing act up, give me GERD sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to learn, do more reading, do more research, and find out what works for me instead
That's
of what
facts.
somebody else says works for me. You understand?
And that's funny that you
Certain
said that because
Go ahead.
oh no, I was saying it's funny that you said that because my doctor, I had a conversation with somebody about my doctor. Everybody knows I chomp ice, and I chomp ice because my iron is like disrespectfully super low. Like even through pregnancies, it was worse, but like I always had low iron, and like it's to the point where like I had like I said, one of the things I had to program myself with. I wasn't a big egg person, but I had to. Xavier wants to be known, but come here. I had to start eating more iron food like eggs in the morning, spinach and stuff like that. And even when my doctor telling me that I also needed to eat more red meat, most doctors tell you not to eat that. But for me, I needed it. I need it for the iron and the different vitamins in that type of meat that helps me and eat. And for me, I'm not really a red meat eater, but I had to start eating more of it because it was beneficial. It's better for me. But like that's funny as you said, like certain foods, people have to learn that not everything works for everybody, and certain foods that may not be great for someone may be great for somebody like me or you for that matter.
That's why there's really no one
Facts.
answer to this whole situation.
Mhm,
It's because
right.
Yeah, and
everything works
even
differently for everybody.
facts.
If
So
you look at the
you got to go
labels for some of the
to
stuff that you drink,
exercises.
Mhm.
Yeah, the label. You right. Like
Like you saying though, Smooth, it ain't
high
even really because everybody can go to the gym. Like if me and Dame said we going to the gym, Smooth, you'll just be like, all right, well fuck it, I'm gonna go with my homies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could go to the gym. It ain't about the gym. It's about, like you said, the shit that you putting in your body after the gym.
high
If you
fructose
dicking a
corn
if you
syrup
dicking
is
a
in
regular
everything.
Gatorade, yeah, you drinking that regular Gatorade after the workout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to read
that's
these
nothing but
labels and see,
sugar.
like, once they start putting,
Like
yeah,
if you look at some of the stuff that we put in our bodies, I know one of the first things I saw or noticed in my body was I didn't feel right after eating not pancakes but waffles and syrup. For some reason, it's like a weird mixture. So I start using waffles and putting jelly on it instead. Still not good for you.
Mm,
So I just like let me start reading these labels. And high fructose corn syrup is the worst for your body
yeah. So let
because it's
let me
not
let me.
it's not real sugar. It stays in your system. Your body doesn't know how to process it. And I realized that I spoke to some people, some professionals, and the high fructose corn syrup, your liver doesn't know how to filter it out, so it stays in your system very much long, no, that much longer.
Exactly. Exactly. To piggyback off something
So
Sonny was mentioned earlier,
is that me?
medicine. Like say you have your health issues, right? As me, so certain medicine I take doesn't interact right with certain foods. You understand? Or you know, I take
Yeah, I got one
steroids.
of
I had to
them.
take steroids at one point. Steroids will make me gain weight. You understand? So that was counterproductive to my own personal workout. So I had to get with a doctor and wean myself off the steroids and find something else that worked. You feel me? We was always talking about vitamins. We always heard that growing up. Certain vitamins, you feel me, aren't really beneficial to you. You understand? So you may be taking a certain vitamin, you may be eating something, right? That already got that mineral chemical that you already need. So now you think, all right, I'm gonna supplement that with a vitamin. Now you fuck around and overdosing on that goddamn vitamin, and now it's being counterproductive in your body. That shit I had to learn. You understand? Like I had to learn that. You feel me? I didn't know that. I didn't understand that before. I'm just all right. I'm going to GNC, buying this expensive multivitamin pack. Read the directions, and I'm just popping them things. And I'm wondering why I got these massive headaches because you overdosing yourself on vitamins that you don't need, bro. And you know what I mean. So that's some of the stuff when we talk about struggles and strategies. Like Hype said, to each his own. To each his own. We all got to
Yeah, but
figure
you
it
got to
out
find
on
out
our own.
like as far as the vitamins are concerned. What I had to learn was my doctor told me is like we did a whole blood work thing to see where certain things were for me, and so I take a vitamin B pill once a week, like on top of my iron pills, and then just being conscious. But even then, my iron is still low. It's just I notice a difference with where I'm at as far as if I want craving ice and stuff like that, or unusually tired and stuff like that. But it's also I need to be mindful to take it. Of course, as soon as I start talking, he wants to make noise. But yeah, you have to be on top of your medicine. But it's oddly what you said about he, he's competing with me. I'm quit.
Man, it's a couple of those things like the game is rigged. One thing Smooth is saying is always the answer is educate yourself on whatever it is that you're gonna be doing, whatever you're gonna be talking about, whatever it is that you're into. You gotta educate yourself. Don't just go off word of mouth for somebody else told you, because everything is different for everybody. And this one of them things I've been thinking about for years, and I just wish I had the money to do this shit. Is what's open at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning when you're leaving from wherever. the fast food joints. Why the fuck is SolidWorks not open nowhere? Why can't you get a fucking salad on the 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning? If you're a truck driver, if you're somebody who work, like I said, my new situation, we might get the fuck off at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. If you say, damn, we gotta get something to eat, it's gonna be a burger and some fucking fries, or it's gonna be something from the gas station, or like it ain't never gonna be like, damn, let me get a Caesar salad. You know what I'm saying? That's never an option. Why is that though? Because the game is rigged. Like they want you to be fucked up. We need you on these supplements. We need you to go to GNC buying all of this bullshit. We need you hooked up on all of these pills that say don't eat this, don't eat that. Drink 6 ounces of orange juice when you take this shit. That shit is rigged.
Well, I think the biggest. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with that though. Yeah, no problem. I think the biggest thing with that though is health is a big business. It's $1 trillion business. Everybody from every walk of life, every class, every race, every whatever. Everybody is looking for ways to get healthier. For if it's weight loss, if it's improving illnesses, if it's anything. So a lot of these companies aren't going to come out and say, hey, use our product, it's great, but unless you have this, this, and this, and this, because it may not work very well for you, and this may not work. They want you to believe it works for everybody. Especially when it comes to things that are either vitamin based, homeopathic based, things like that. It's never a question of how do we deter you. You know what I'm saying? It's always a question of, do you do your own research? Do you allow yourself to understand what your body needs? Like Sonny said, you have to go seek that information. One thing that a lot of people do, and it's kind of a big mistake, is they go talk to one doctor. Usually they're PCP, and most of those doctors don't have nutritional or fitness health education. A lot of them are basically what they call ear, nose, and throat doctors. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get misled thinking that just the common or basic advice that those doctors will give you is sufficient, and it's usually not. So you usually have to do a little bit more research about what your body needs, what kind of body type you have, what type of interactions that certain foods have with certain vitamins that you may be taking, or if you have certain medications, like Smooth was saying, if you're taking medication because you need it for some ailment, illness, or things like that, what vitamins, foods, or things like or things that you consume, how they interact with that. And to Dame's point, reading those labels, understanding what's in our food. If you need to avoid certain types of artificial chemicals, those things are on the label. You need to be checking that instead of just taking it for granted that, oh, I got this from Chick-fil-A, so it must be healthy, or I got this from the gluten-free section, so it must be healthy. These
shit is
these code words and these marketing
because some of that stuff don't really be healthy. Even like
none of it is.
It's funny because I was
literally none of it is. If you look
I had
at
to learn the difference between sugar-free and fat-free.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at fat-free items, sugar-free items, things of that nature, none of that stuff is actually healthy for you.
No, but you know what's even funny? I was at a deli and I was getting me a sandwich, and somebody's like, well, I only get mine on wraps because wraps are healthier. And I looked at them, and the person behind the counter was like, no, they're not, because you're thinking whole wheat, tomato, like all the different types of wraps, but they're frying them to be the way they are before you even get them. Or they're doing something, baking them. Sometimes they bake them. Depends on what kind of wrap you're getting. That it's not as healthy as just eating with regular bread or wheat bread or whatever multi-grain bread.
You're not helping with the whole watermelon thing with black people, right?
I mean, listen, I have no problem. I'm all for the stereotype. Fried chicken and watermelon be down. Hey, Sonny, I go to my doctor one week. I'm geeked. I can't wait to tell this nigga I done discovered these new wraps. And I'm eating wraps for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I come in with, I got pictures and everything. Yeah, look at this shit, Doc. He said, it's great, man. He said, though, like, the wrap is just like a piece of bread. A couple of pieces of bread.
It's actually like a couple pieces of bread, like 2 or 3 slices of bread versus one slice. Yeah.
Do you know how devastated I was? I got like
Cause you
I got
thought
like
you was
six
really
packs
doing
of
something, right? You're like, I'm over here.
I got like 6 packs of wrap at the crib. I got all the different flavors. This is all the fuck I've been eating for like the last week.
I got tomato right in the fridge now.
I got
You know,
tomato,
tomato wrap.
spinach.
but you know,
Listen, and it's funny because my friend be like, "Oh, you eating healthy today?" Like, cause I eat 2 fried eggs and wheat toast. I'm like, but I put butter on the toast. Like, it's not healthy by the time I get because I'm putting butter on it. One day I might be in the mood for strawberry jam. Like, it's just
You got
not good.
you got
but
preserves and shit all in it.
Willie,
you know the worst part
Willie, I
is
got a question for you.
what
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
that the worst part
No, go ahead.
is you three on top have it easier than me and Hank because we have other people that live with us that we have
That's
to try to eat around and with. And say that recently I decided to go on this diet and my wife, she knows me. Oh, I got you this. I can't eat that no more. I didn't know you was on a diet. I didn't know you changed your diet, your ways. So I spent all this money on snacks and stuff that you like and you're not eating it. We got kids.
Hey, bro. So we having pizza tonight, but I just bought like some salad and some lettuce.
but
Why
gonna
we
eat
got
that
two
greasy
pizzas on?
pizza right behind
Yeah,
it.
why we got 2 pizzas on the table? Like I didn't copy that, damn.
Yeah, me and my daughter.
Those
my daughter
spouses,
don't
those
eat the
spouses will
same.
get you. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I know. My daughter, me and her don't eat the same foods. Now, I mean, she eat. I try to eat healthy. She did. I try to get her to eat healthy. It ain't working. But Willie, I had a question for you.
Yep.
What, since on your journey, and I think we talked about this on that nutritional show too.
Yeah.
What food?
Where would they be able to find the nutritionist
Like for me, it's
episodes?
yeah. For me, it's onions, right? I hated raw onions growing up. Now, once I found out red onions are healthy for the lungs, raw, I eat them. You feel me? I never ate them before. Is there anything like that with you? Like, are there foods or anything, beverages that you wouldn't drink or eat back then that you like, I got to now?
I mean, for me, I never had that issue just because I was that kid that I never missed a meal. I never missed a meal. Never missed the opportunity to eat something. The funny thing about me and a lot of people that are close to me know is that I gave up pork back when I was like 8. Right, so giving up pork was probably the best thing I could have did as a black man early on in life. Secondly, I gave up beef roughly about 4 years ago, or at least 3.5 years ago. I just moved here, so I gave up beef at that time. I wasn't eating that as much, but it was still one of those things that I gave up. I'm really big on water intake. As a kid and as a teenager, that was probably something that I didn't drink enough of, and I drank a lot of pop and a lot of juice, and I was really big on like juice is healthy, so I got to drink more and more juice, right? And so early on, when I first started one of my first fitness journeys, I was drinking like anywhere from 8 ounces to 16 ounces of juice every morning. And before I started doing just strictly water, I was still drinking, at least a 16 ounce to a 24 ounce can of energy drinks, some kind of pop, things like that. So, every day I was consuming this stuff more when I was younger. I mean, I was probably downing 2 liters at a time, as I moved through school and work, during the day. But once I understood, the damage that was doing to me from a standpoint of losing weight, but also of hydration, right? Being able to stay hydrated, being able to flush, my body, keeping my, my system clean by just drinking, as much water as possible and excluding a lot of those sugary drinks, a lot of that unnecessary calories, unnecessary chemicals out of my body, because most of those things are full of sugars, processed sugars. Energy drinks are full of different chemicals that we don't even understand sometimes. I still have my occasional energy drink, probably a couple times a month, but like I said, back then I was drinking them, if not a few times a day, at least daily. So, I think that was the biggest thing for me, was understanding that I needed to drink more water. And, now I'm at this point now where it's like, if I'm not drinking a half gallon or more water per day, I feel dehydrated. So I'm a big, big, big proponent of drink your water.
Those energy drinks are the worst, and my wife is going to kill me. And Mountain Dew is right behind those energy drinks as being the worst drinks. They don't even allow Mountain Dews in certain countries. They're so bad for you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That is very terrible.
That's because Mountain Dew got all that damn sugar.
Yeah.
My
Between
cousin
salt
had a
and
heart
sugary
attack in my mom's house with a whole goddamn under the bed full of Mountain Dews.
I remember my
And between
chemistry
salt and
teacher in
sugar-
high school. She was teaching class, and then randomly she just turned around. It's like, don't y'all know Mountain Dew lowers your sperm count? Y'all need to stop drinking.
That's a lie.
Mountain Dew.
That's a lie. That
Chemistry
is
teacher,
complete
first
false.
Miss Jackson. Never forget that. I'll never forget that.
I've heard that.
I hated
I heard that lie,
chemistry.
and I got two
told that shit
kids out
like
of
3
it.
times.
I heard that lie. I was drinking Mountain Dew religiously when I was working in the early mornings
I forgot that
at
was
another
with it.
company. So I know that Mountain Dew lowers your sperm count. Is a lie.
Well, just because it's low don't mean somebody can't get pregnant.
Yeah,
It only takes one.
Yeah, it only takes one. It's only
Yeah,
one
it only
get
takes
through.
one of them little swimmers to make it, right?
Right.
It's like being an offensive lineman. You gotta have played great all game, but you gave up that 1 sack, nigga.
And your quarterback fumble. You feel me?
Yeah, them energy drinks. I had probably like 2 Red Bulls in my life. The first time I seen one, like at a concert when I used to do security, and I was like 20. It was like, let's see what this shit tastes like. It was like, this shit tastes like you just drinking syrup. This shit is thick as fuck.
Yeah, I
don't
had
know.
Hey, I
one.
love Mountain Dew. That was my favorite drink. I didn't realize it had, it doesn't have a significantly higher amount of sugar, but it does have a higher amount of sugar. So if people are wondering, if you compare the sugar content of Mountain Dew compared to like Coke or Pepsi, it has, more sugar per
Funny you should say that.
container than those other drinks. But it also has a significantly higher amount of caffeine too. And I know a lot of people that are caffeine sensitive or don't realize, the effects of caffeine on their body and the higher content of caffeine that's in Mountain Dew versus.
They actually took some cups and did a sugar count content of how much sugar is in each drink in this little cup, and it was like significantly larger for Mountain Dew. See, look at that. Look at that cracker Dew.
My bad. I'm fucking up the camera work. It's terrible over here. All right, there we go. 92 okay, grams of sugar. There you go. Appreciate it. And the Mountain Dew. Now hold up, because we got the Pepsi over here with him. His cousin. Oh, he's 83. All right, where's the camera? There we go. He's 83.
You leave Pepsi out of this. You didn't do nothing to nobody.
Hold on, I had a Pepsi this morning, and I had what's a cherry Pepsi because I was in the mood. That's why I said I don't have it in my house because I'll drink it every day. But when I ran with that random mood, oh no, it's a Pepsi for me. I got to go to the store, get it, and be like, just have my moment.
How
with
many?
It.
Hi, real quick. How many grams of sugar did that bottle of Pepsi have?
83.
83.
I think these are like the 1 liter bottles. Yes, these are the 1 liter bottles.
Okay.
Hold up,
Okay.
my camera working shit too.
This is a Red Bull,
it's like
right?
8 ounces.
And this the little can of Red Bull.
Right.
Little can
That
of
was
Red
what
Bull.
I had.
It
How much
has
we got?
27 grams. 27 grams of total sugar and 27 grams of added sugar to 54% sugar in this little can.
Man.
In this little can.
And just
yes,
think, people use their drinks for that. They be mixing alcoholic drinks in that. Incredible Hulk and
A vodka
Listen,
Red Bull.
listen, if y'all ever get it, listen, Willie, you always out. If you go to a bar, tell them to make you a trash can.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, bro. Now it's gonna have some Red Bull in it, but listen, that track it's called a trash can. You're gonna be damn near in the trash can, but
What the fuck is a trash can? Hold up, we got to break that one down. Smooth. What the fuck is in a trash can?
It's gonna have.
I've had a trash can before.
Yeah,
look at this nigga.
They had a Red Bull sitting it. They just cracked the Red Bull open and they stuff it in. I think it's filled with different types of vodka and stuff. It's strong, but man, and listen, that shit had you wavy. I had it in Richmond last summer. It's the first time I ever had it, and it was that deal. I think it's green. It looked green, kind of. No, I mean it's like a green drink. But that's another thing. Since we talk,
I'm saying your fucking heart gonna explode.
Since we talk about this,
I saw them Four Locos had niggas.
I was up 4 o'clock this morning. Goddamn dudes jumping on my goddamn hood of my car. Goddamn pit bull done chased them. My neighbor's pit bull got loose, chased some dudes, woke me up 3:45 in the morning. Somebody almost got shot. I swear to God. Till I got to the door and that goddamn pit bull ran on my porch. And I was like, you know what? Y'all can stay on my hood.
I understand.
Right. Y'all good. But my point is to that story is sleep.
Yes.
It's a big thing.
It's probably the number one thing. You feel me? With a lot of us. I hate that those viral clips. I think Steve Harvey got one going around, and they be like, man, don't sleep. If you want to be rich and you want to be successful, you got to be up. You can't sleep. Like, nah, you'll kill yourself like that. It's not good advice. It's not healthy advice. We all need our rest. You feel me? We all need our rest. And no matter what your fitness plan is, your dietary plan is, if you don't get proper rest, trust me, I know. You talking about somebody who suffered from insomnia. You ask my friends, I used to go 2 to 3 days.
Your body will let you know it's time to shut down.
Yeah,
working 2 jobs,
but you don't want it to get to that point.
Exactly.
When your body lets you know, you effed up.
Yeah. So like rest.
My problem be I could have been like I said, shit. Sometimes these shifts be 18 hours. I could be dead tired. I just can't go to fuck to sleep. I'm just laying here. Like,
but that's the thing is that and a lot of people ignore that issue is that they think like, well, I'm not tired or I'm not to the point where I feel like I can go to sleep, and they'll just keep pushing themselves, but your body is actually reacting to the lack of sleep and you're just hurting your body more. So you just gotta.
Nah, I'm talking about like I'm laying in the bed for 6 hours because I'm trying to go to sleep.
I get what you're saying. But I'm saying that
that's why
some people will ignore that, but that's a sign. That's a sign of internal damage being done to your body. So you gotta take that serious as well and do what's necessary to get that sleep.
See, like Sonny said, I got low iron. So me and my wife have this conversation all the time. Every time I hear iron, I'm tired of hearing that shit. She can say, I'm tired. She's dead. Like 30 seconds later, she's out. I could be like, man, I'm tired. I've been up 3 days. 6 hours later, I'm still staring at the fucking ceiling.
Yeah,
I suffer from that too, Hank. What you got to do is go see a sleep therapist. You feel me? Like, I had to get prescribed and go see a sleep therapist and understand why. Because this is something I've been suffering through my whole life, bro. Like my whole life. I always was in awe of people, like you just said about your wife. Like that shit has me in awe.
How the fuck do you go to sleep?
How the fuck you go to sleep that fast? Like that shit is impossible. Like I have to be damn near faded, drunk, or something like that, just to fall asleep like that. So
I had to fall asleep at the drop of a dime and take a nap quick, fast, in a hurry. But my problem with sleep is once I'm woken up, I can't go back to sleep, or if I go back to sleep, it's like an intermittent sleep. Like I'll wake up and keep waking up throughout the night because I can't sleep, and then it's like I'm super tired the next day because not only my iron low, but now I'm just dead to society because I didn't get the proper sleep the night before, and it's crazy because I do not have a problem with falling asleep most times. It's very rare that I'm just tired and can't go to sleep. But I will fall asleep at the drop of a dime, but I'll be back up probably in 5 minutes, like I a brand new toddler about to be on some fuck shit for a bunch of hours and then be
No,
sleepy.
I did do some research on that sleep part. Um, Waking yourself up and hitting that snooze button is really jacking your sleep up because it's messing up your REM. You're resetting your body, and since you're just doing 5, 10, 15 minutes of snoozing, it messes up your internal clock. You should just get the f out of bed.
Right.
See, this is what I was about to say
one thing,
to what Smooth said. I get up every morning to pray for Fudger. So I might not probably go to sleep till 1. Right now, Fudger's at 4 something. Like you said, yeah, I was up at 4. Yeah, I'm up at 4 every day. So I get like that 2-3 hours. Then I'm up. Then I might, some days you go right back to sleep. Some days now I'm up till 7 in the morning. And then, oh shit, it's 8:30 and the baby's woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be my whole situation to be. I don't really get a full sleep because I get up to pray in the morning.
Yeah, I mean the one thing we got to keep in mind with not getting enough sleep is how much it does affect your body. The problems that you can bring upon your body or continue to do to your body is cause high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, heart failure, stroke. Excuse me. You can aggravate obesity, depression, reduce your immune system functionality, as well as lower your sex drive. So you got to keep in mind there's a lot of damage that can be done to your body through lack of sleep. So sleep is very, very, very important. Definitely find whatever can help to alleviate those issues.
Melatonin.
Exactly. No, that's
they also have
Nice
infused
twirly always put you
melatonin.
down.
They also have people. I know people that have like infused stuff to help you go to sleep. It's not melatonin, but it's something to it.
Hey, catch that. Hey, catch that.
Copy that. A nice twirly always put you down.
You know what?
No, they'll know
put you right where you need to be.
Stairway to heaven.
Here comes the little girl.
Oh man,
but yeah, jump rope at 11 o'clock.
So
yes, love.
Go ahead.
So finally, I want to talk about some of the things that we have found that have worked in one way or another. Some things that we feel have helped in one way or another with maybe helped us to start losing weight, or maybe helped us to stop eating poorly, or maybe allowed us to avoid certain cravings. So what's some things that have finally helped in your journey, or that you're still working on that seems to be helping, moving you closer?
Snacks. I cut back on a lot of snacks. I don't even buy snack foods anymore. I've been buying more fruits and vegetables. I've been riding my bike more, trying to get my cardio back up so I can start running again. Because I was actually big runner. I used to run around the neighborhood to keep my cardio going.
Bikes is all that.
The chips is my biggest weakness, but I think once you start realizing that you can't have those things no more, it's like you want it more. Like I go into gas stations to try to buy me a water or buy me a quote unquote good juice to drink while I'm at work, or a Gatorade, because I do sweat a lot out working outside. I'm like, oh, let me get this. Nope. The first 3 weeks was the worst. It's almost going through withdrawals. Like you need that crack. Like, dang it, that little Debbie looks good. Like, and Klingon's gonna put it on camera like I never had one in my life, but that's cool.
Sonny.
My bad. What was the question? My daughter came upstairs wanting to jump
So,
rope.
so what things have you done that has worked for you? Be it a something that's actually helped you achieve one of your goals, or helped you avoid
Okay.
something that you wanted to avoid, or things like that.
For me, I'm just a really determined person. If I say, all right, this is what we doing, this is what we doing. I start fasting when I was 8, so you can't eat such and such. For me, it's like Ramadan, you can't eat nothing. So you telling me that I can still drink water and I can still eat oranges or apples or what you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I get into my head, like one year, went to the doctor, it was Ramadan, and I didn't like the number that was on the scale. So I just said, okay, I'm already used to being hungry, so we're gonna go no beef, cheese, bread, or juice for the next however long. I lost like 40 pounds. I wasn't even doing no exercising or nothing. Like Dame just said with the bike, them bikes is all that. You get a bike and you got a nice distance that you can go, that shit'll fall off you. But it's kind of like it's all about your discipline level. Like it doesn't matter what the hell you cooking, what it look like, or whatever it is. If I'm fasting, we ain't eating nothing. So you just use that same mentality for me for anything. Like if I just say like right now, we got a pitcher of iced tea sitting right here. I ain't drinking this motherfucker because I don't want none. You got 12 pounds of sugar caked up down there at the bottom.
Well, I
You
just
ever see
made
that?
homemade iced tea.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not drinking that shit. I'm not messing with him. You see what I was drinking tonight? We going straight water on him tonight. We just went to the market. I ain't buy no chips or no cookies or nothing. I said, damn, wish I did have some chips. Bought a whole bunch of watermelon and fruit and shit. Just, trying to do something different.
Walking.
Mm.
Walking. Once, I got my bikes sitting right across from me. I got my pull-up bar, my dip bar. I got some weights. I got my a roller thing that you could do for
The
your
ab
stomach.
roller joint.
The ab roller joint. I got all that. None of that works better than going walking for a couple miles at a decent pace. You feel me? Especially in that sun.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you want to lose weight. You feel me? Because it moves that visceral fat first. You know what I mean? That hard fat to get to.
Mm-hmm.
It removes that. That's all, and then it's low impact on your body. It helps your cardiovascular system. There's nothing better than walking. That's why I mentioned Devon earlier, because it's just simple as movement is medicine. Move. You feel me? Move. I got a friend. I told him he was kind of overweight. I was like, bro, you got to get up and just be active. I said, you got nice distance in your house. I said, just walk from one end of the house to the other. Start there. Once you knock that out, walk to the corner, walk back. Walk to the corner, walk back. I guarantee you in a week or two, that should be easy. Okay, now try walking halfway around the block and back. You feel me? Walking is I never, you don't appreciate it. It's as much as we should, because it sounds like something so simple that we, you know what I mean? Walking. Listen, let me tell you something. You get out there.
You don't appreciate shit till you can't do it.
Yeah.
True that too.
I'll tell you.
I went to the eye doctor. They put that shit in my eyes, and I didn't know I wasn't gonna be able to see. Nigga, when I looked at my phone and I was like, "What the? Yo, they killed me. It's snowing. I couldn't see nothing. It shit just look like foam coming down. Like you don't appreciate shit till you can't do it."
Now, what you said about that is like people sometimes are trapped in their own environment. Like they want to get healthy, they want to do the stuff that we're mentioning, but their environment doesn't allow them to.
Change your environment.
But dude,
If your environment is unhealthy for anything.
Nobody tell me they can't walk, bro. Can't
Yeah, but
nobody.
I was about to say, because that's something
like,
easy.
Yeah, you can walk. You can walk in place.
You're about to say you can walk in the house.
No. I'm talking about what you were saying about walking around the corner and stuff. Some people can't take that.
Listen,
that's what we're saying. Yeah, you can walk in the house.
You can walk up the stairs. You can walk around
walk
the
up
hall.
the stairs.
Like, my neighborhood is just as dangerous as any neighborhood in America, bro.
That's facts. That's facts.
You feel me? She'll tell you it's just as dangerous. I told you what almost happened last night. So That's my neighborhood. You feel me?
Right.
Like if you don't want to walk around the block, you can walk in your house in place, bro. You know what I mean?
The
You can
steps
even
is the
There's
best.
actually videos that teach you how to do it. That they teach you how to
If
do
you
power
do
walking
suicides up
right
your own
inside of your
steps,
living room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Word
I
up.
actually use them. I actually about 20 years ago got introduced to a walk at home program, and I thought I was like, this is gonna be garbage. This ain't gonna help. Like Smooth said, I underestimated it, and after the first couple of times doing it, I mean, feeling the sweat, feeling the burn, feeling the energy I was using, and how tired I was afterwards, and I'm literally looking at it's like little old ladies that are teaching the class. And I'm like, oh my God, like they're killing me. Like this is hard, you know. And
Okay,
I
you need to
lost.
send me that
My
video.
Patricia's out here killing it.
Yeah, I was losing some good calories and some good pounds off of that, doing those things. And then you start integrating that with aerobics that you can still do in the house. I mean, there's no reason. I mean, unless somebody's inside your house holding a gun to your head telling you not to do it, that's probably the only way you can't do it. But
I'm
for the
too
most
competitive
part,
for shit like that.
you
You
can
said
even
these
do
old
that
ladies
without
is
having to
killing
worry
you.
about. Yeah, but
I'm too
I
competitive.
fully
You'd be
agree
like,
with
hold up, she
Smooth.
just went up the steps 5 times. I got to get at least 6.
Yeah, and that's why I fully agree with Smooth because like the last few years that I've been working to get myself in shape, I've been using walking as one of my main modes of exercise during the spring, summer, and fall. Is walking 3, 4, 5 miles, and some people will be like, "Dang, you walk 5 miles?" Like, yeah. It took me time to get there, like right now I'm back on that regimen of trying to get my mileage back up. But right now I'm at the point now where I can do 3 miles easily. I'm working on doing 4 right now, because I get in the gym, I'll run on the elliptical for 4 miles in like 25 minutes. So it's like now I can go and walk that same distance and burn even more calories because one, I'm outside, I'm doing it over a distance. And like you said, once you get that pace up, and out in the element, it's like it just helps, and you get energy boost from that, especially as you do it more and more often. So, like I said, it's definitely hugely effective. Hugely effective.
I had a question about what you said is low impactful versus riding a bike. So you're saying that walking is more useful than bike riding?
I wouldn't say more. I wouldn't say more useful.
Well, not useful, but
or less impactful in a way.
I'm thinking he's saying less taxing on your body.
Yeah,
less
it's less impactful. Yeah, it's less taxing, and it's less impactful on your joints than like
Your
running
joints,
or jogging. So walking.
I'm trying to figure it out because I'm picturing you're not putting any stress on your joints compared to walking because you're on a bike, you're cycling.
We're not talking about biking. We're talking about running, jogging.
Okay,
things like
okay.
That. Yeah.
But hold on, be clear. I bike too now.
Yeah.
Biking burns more calories. Like Hype said, the way to fall off too. But it's definitely more taxing on your body than walking. It's definitely more taxing on your body than walking. Because if you're talking about biking to get a workout in, you're constantly pedaling. It's almost like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want spaghetti when you get off that joint.
Yeah, your legs is on spaghetti. See, with the walking, you feel me? It isn't that much taxing on the joints. Now, when you pick up that pace,
it's not the same amount of movement. Yeah,
it's not the same. It's not
if you constantly if you do like this with your arms all damn day, they're gonna burn way faster than if you just did this.
Yeah. and from a cardiovascular standpoint, right? Because you're gonna burn more calories on the bike because of the fact that you're pushing your heart to pump more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's you don't have to get that strenuous with a walk as you do with a bike to get.
Yeah, that's what I want to get clear.
Yeah, but it's not. No, but we're not. Well, at least I wasn't. I wasn't comparing a bike to a walk as in terms of effectiveness. I mean, all exercise is effective. All of them have varying degrees of effectiveness. A run is going to be more effective weight loss and and cardiovascular than a walk, but then you're also going to put more stress on your joints, more stress on your body, and some people can't handle that, especially if they have weak or deteriorating joints. Older people definitely shouldn't do that. People who have organ issues shouldn't do that, right?
I'm
So
definitely not
walking
taking
is going to
anybody's
be
run.
the better alternative for them in that situation.
And,
Walking is also a lot easier to get started with. You don't need a lot of extra balance. you don't need a lot of extra energy, and that pace, you can kind of control your pace with the walk, and then take your behind back home if need be.
Because it's a natural movement. It's a natural
movement.
Walking is a natural movement, so it's always going to be less taxing. But if you really want to turn it up,
jump on that bike.
Jump on a bike. Jump in that pool.
Oh, the pool, yeah.
Jump in that pool.
That's a big one too.
That pool will, get you right.
The pool's a whole different topic, because then you actually have to know how to swim.
No. We're talking like in a
walking or running in the pool.
Walking, doing some aerobics in the pool. I've done those aquatic classes too, where you're literally, you might be in like waist deep or chest deep water. The deeper the water, the more of a workout you're going to get. The movements that you're doing, it depends on if you're holding water weights or if you have water weights on you, that kind of thing. But you can do it without that, So everything there's a varying amount, and it's going to be, have different effects on how many calories you can burn, or what type of muscle groups you can work, that kind of thing. All that's going to vary.
Because like professional athletes, a lot of them, when they get an injury.
That's what I was about to. You took the words out of my mouth. Copy.
Yep. When it's time
get
for
you
rehab,
in the water on the treadmill and get you to running in there. Yeah.
Word up.
You took it out of my mouth. Copy.
One other thing that's worked for me, and it's been effective for a lot of people, and I think it's not the number one, or it's not the magic answer for everybody, because everybody's body is different. But one thing that has helped me is intermittent fasting. One, eating more frequently and then in a less amount of time, instead of eating all day throughout the day and then only eating 3 or 2 or 3 meals. Now I'm eating 4 to 5 meals, smaller meals, but in a shorter window. One, to allow my body to digest that food later in the day, and then in the morning to kind of give what they call a break, give your body a break, and then you have your breakfast, so you break the fast. And it's basically what Hype was talking about when he was talking about fasting for certain things too. It's like you have this time period that you're not eating, so that helps with a lot of people's metabolism as well. Is allowing them to kind of train their metabolism. A lot of people also make the mistake of saying, I only eat once a day, or I only eat this amount of food in a day, versus, really ensuring that their body is getting the nutrition that it needs. Because a lot of people will starve their bodies, and then your body will retain fat and things like that in order to survive.
That's what I was about to say.
Body. So you want to make sure that you're eating frequently enough. 3 meals a day is a reason for that.
April, my aunt told me about her son lost like 150 pounds because he started only eating from 12 in the afternoon to 8 o'clock. Other than that, he's fasting the rest of the day. So I'm like, all right, that don't sound like it's a bad joint. Again, I come out of Ramadan, you're already used to the hunger. I do it for like a week, me and my wife doing it. Go to my doctor, and he said, yeah, that's actually a terrible idea. You need to have, your body is holding on to whatever it is that you put into it. It's just going to hold on to it and hold on to it. And you need to have a lot of like smaller meals versus just, I'm going to have one big meal at this time and then a big meal at that time. I'm like,
Yep, exactly.
I'm like, yo, I've been doing this shit for like a week, hungry as shit by like 9:30. Like, damn, I should have ate another piece of chicken.
Right. And that's the reason why you eat those smaller meals throughout the day. Like I usually pace it at about every 2 hours. It makes it easy. I can kind of track it easier that way. I normally start eating around 9 because I wake up at around 6 or just before 6. So I can start eating around 9 every 2 hours until about 4, 5 o'clock at the latest, and then I cut it off. I go to bed, 10, 11 o'clock at night, but which is not great, but since I get up, at 6 in the morning. But having that time after I stop eating in order for my body to finish digesting everything, as well as making sure you're eating the right things during that time period. Eating heavily late at night is not or late in your day is not a good idea. Eat your heavier meal in the morning. Eating leaner foods throughout the day and more vegetables throughout the day is the best thing to do as well, because your body can digest those things better. You're going to use that lean meat or those vegetable nutrients in your body, later in the day, more effectively versus, whatever carbs or sugars and things like that you're going to be consuming earlier in the day in the morning. So that way you can get through all of that by the end of your day. So it's some things to keep in mind.
Yeah. Like Willie, like you just mentioned, I'm a huge breakfast eater. Like I love, because I like to, and that's totally opposite to when I was younger. When we was in high school, I wouldn't eat till after school. I remember telling y'all that my whole high school life, I never ate no breakfast or nothing until after school was over. Now I eat a huge breakfast, and my daughter, to Dane's point earlier, my daughter doesn't eat breakfast. You know what I mean? She like how I was when I was younger. So now it be that conflict. I'm trying to figure out that balance in the later in the day to where I gotta cook for her, but try not to eat at the same time she eat, or eat the portion she eat, because that'll throw your rhythm off. That'll mess my diet up. That'll mess my game plan up. So like it's difficult, man. Like I said, this is a lifestyle. I always salute the Hank, my brother Jabril, who's a friend of the show, used to always be on the show. Like when they do their Ramadan and fasting consistently, like son, that shit is hard, bro. That's one
What
of
you
the
just
hardest.
said too.
Bro, I just telling
They
somebody the other day, I'm like, my dad told me my whole life before my dad passed. He told me and my brother our whole lives, like fasting in the summer is the hardest joints ever. And you go from 3:45 to 8:35 at night, and you ain't had nothing but thoughts, ideas, and memories. And I'm
Word up.
like, them's the joints that test your will, they test your belief, your strength, and if you can get through them joints, then shit, you gonna tell me I can still eat an orange? I can still drink some water? Nigga, this is easy.
Facts.
That was another thing that I've learned. I haven't tried it yet, but portion after a food, you don't need all that portions of what you serve yourself.
You
Because a lot of
talking on the meal
people
prep type thing.
overeat, and people being raised on that mentality, you better eat everything on that plate that deserves you.
That right. Yeah.
Because actually, I've lowered my portions just a little bit, and I've been fuller. I felt better. I'm not heavy weighed down with food, and I have that energy. Because when we overeat, we get sleepy,
Mm-hmm.
we get complacent, and we like, I'm gonna sit this one out. Y'all go ahead and play. Do whatever y'all got to do. I want to chill out for a minute. That's not good
But
for you either.
I think with portions, you gotta look at it like this. This is how I would explain how portions work. It's all about the portion of the type of food you're eating. So with starches, you want to eat minimal. With vegetables, you want to eat more, and then with meat, it's kind of like in between. It's like definitely greater than the starch, but also like close to near the vegetable, but vegetables slightly higher, whatever. So like that's how I make my plates. That's how, and it's funny because I got yelled at by somebody because I got used to doing that when I started making plates. But the people are like, why you give us like, why is it oddly off? And I'm like, oh, this is how I eat. But I had to forget sometimes when I'm making other people plates, they don't eat how I eat. So I'm handing you plate with like a little bit of like a spoonful of starch, and then everything else is like, here you go. And they're like, wow, what? Like I want some more
Like I'm trying to make
mac
you
and
healthier.
Sonny gonna give you one egg on your plate at the cookout
cheese.
and two wings.
Oh no, my eggs is always just for me. It's like 3 or 4 eggs depending on my mood.
That's how you go. You dick one while you making the plate. You know what I'm saying? That one don't even touch the plate. You eat that one straight out the pan. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that.
Right. All right. Well, this has been a great show. We're going to go ahead and start getting wrapped up. Just want to make sure I remind everybody, make sure you get with us over at the Join the Conversation group over on Facebook. We always have a great time over there, great topics. Make sure you don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can always know when we're, having new shows come out, as well as any surprise shows, because you never know what pops up. So make sure
I appreciate you hitting the button.
Right, exactly. And then, we always bring all the content. We have great shows throughout the week for you. Mondays at 10 p.m., we have the GFT radio show. Tuesdays at 2 p.m., we have the How to Hustle podcast with Hank. Wednesdays at 9 p.m., we have the Styles and Chevy recap. 2 Fridays out the month, we have Sex with Sunday live at 6 p.m.
Do
Make sure you guys
so
come back here
so
on
that's this
Friday.
Friday.
We have a Sex with Sunday live show coming. And did you post it? I think you posted it, right?
No, I have to get me. I got to get the links and stuff situated and all that.
So you post the live Sex with Sunny?
You know what?
Y'all stream that? Oh, okay. I mean, hey.
I think it's gonna be. I think Willie will not be joining me this show. Correct, Willie?
Yeah, no, I'll be out of town.
I think I'm gonna be solo, but it's actually
vacation,
okay.
Willie.
What time is the show?
6 p.m.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'll have people in the comment section, but yeah.
I might can do it. I gotta be out of here by 7.
No, I'm definitely trying to make it a shorter show, and then it's like a depending on how that topic goes. Because usually, once we get on that show, it'd be 2 hours later, like.
Right. Yeah.
I got you.
And then every other Sunday at 9 p.m. we have the fans' perspective. So make sure you guys come check out the fellas.
We on tomorrow. We on tomorrow. We're doing a special show because we didn't do a show this Sunday. So we're gonna do a show tomorrow.
What's the special show about?
I want to talk about the Olympics. I mean, not the Olympics, the World Championships, track and field, and all of that that's going on. Basketball. You feel me? Baseball.
Oh, yeah. No. Summer League is going on.
Oh man, a home run derby. Oh God,
that's going on right now.
That's going on right now.
So make sure you guys come back tomorrow too. So not tomorrow is 9 p.m. or 8 p.m.
We're gonna do it at 9.
All right, tomorrow 9 p.m. Make sure you guys come back for a special fans perspective. So that'll be on tomorrow 9 p.m. And then our newest show every month, Dame and I'll get together and talk about one crazy month. Our new show where we highlight all kinds of crazy topics and headlines that have come across our desk. So we'll definitely talk to you guys about those. We just dropped our latest episode last night, so make sure you guys go check out the replay. You know where to find us on the replay.
Let me ask y'all something before we close out. What did y'all think about the interview with me and my daughter from last week? Because when I just told her I was doing a show, she said, "Oh, well, what did they say about my interview?"
I gotta listen. I have not listened to it.
I've read her some of the feedback, so she's feeling real good about herself.
I'll text you tomorrow.
Tell her she did a good job. Keep it up, and she'll be better than her daddy.
Oh yeah,
we're not gonna lie to that girl now, Smooth. Come on.
You're not lying. If you told her, then she should be better than you.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I'm just saying.
The pupil always surpasses the master.
I got an episode for us, Hank. Our daughter's the same age.
Oh no, I told my man said, "Yo, man, you should have let her ask more." I said, "Come on now, this is the podcast draft through. She'll be back." So
yeah. Daddy daughter show, another daddy daughter
show. What? How old is your daughter?
9. They're 9 and 2. The 2-year-old we didn't let her on.
Also, we all the rest got 9-year-olds.
I got a 9-year-old as well.
He was getting it in that year.
All of us got at the same time. Okay.
I got a 9-year-old as well.
Oh damn, Willie! Come on. What's going on, bro?
I got grandkids older than y'all kids. So I don't know what to tell y'all.
Speaking of grandkids, mine's coming in November.
Yeah, grandma.
Yeah. Congrats, Sonny. I just saw that.
I did my grandma dance. I did my grandma
Is
twerk
that
and
what
everything.
so the twerk was a grandma? Was that
Like a
what?
grandma
I thought we
That's
wasn't.
why that's,
I
that's
thought
why
we
he
wasn't
said
gonna bring
go
that up.
grandma. That's why they were saying it.
Oh,
Mhm.
I said, first of all, I ain't like it kept calling me grandma the whole day, and I'm like, first of all, I'm not even 40. So I'm like, I still got it, you know. So I had to show him I still had it. And then I've been practicing. My practicing is making it work. I'm about to act up all the rest of the summer. Can't tell me
that's
nothing
how
no
you.
more.
That's how you loosen up for 6 o'clock on every other Friday. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you can have sex with Sonny.
Hey,
Right,
hey, keep it up, Sonny. You burn a lot of fat with that.
I was over there. Listen, couldn't tell me nothing that day. I got 2 compliments. I'm like, what? It looked like something today? Oh, I'm gonna act up today. You done told the wrong person.
right. Well, tell them
They
where they
made
can
my
find
head.
you at, Sonny.
They made my head real big that day. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Too
interact
late.
with me. I am Sunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. TikTok, I'm coming for you. I got a couple lined up I'm about to do, so they're gonna drop soon. And then also go to my website, which I actually updated on my life on there. So go check it out, unreservedlyme.com.
All right.
Man, listen, y'all already know where to hit me at, so I ain't even gonna get into that. We was talking about health and wealth tonight. I want to give a shout out to the homie Double R. He passed. He passed on the operating table this past week unexpectedly. So I just want to send my condolences and prayers out to his family and friends. And happy birthday to my uncle. His birthday today. He turned 71. So I'm out of here.
Happy 6-year anniversary to me and my wife. Our 6-year anniversary was yesterday. That's probably why I sent Willie the wrong fucking link, so we don't have an episode this week. But like I said, you can check out the interview with me and my daughter. Also, get your tickets for the How to Hustle live show, July 31st at 3 o'clock at the barn. Hit the link in my bio or get at me, and I will pull up on you with the physical tickets. At I Am Hype on Instagram and Twitter.
First, happy anniversary to Heinz and Mrs. Heinz. But you can catch me at Another Level Up on Instagram, Shinlo21 on Twitch, Checkmate21 on TikTok, and Shinlo21 on Xbox. Sorry, Will.
Always changing stuff. It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG and Twitter. Willie Styles over at Snapchat and TikTok. You can find me over at gamingwithstyles.com playing video games, or visit me over at stylesradio.com where I'm listening to all the hot tracks, or williestyles.info for all my links.
Also, shout out to the ladies of what What Up though too.
Condolences to the family, to Smooth's friend and his family, and happy birthday to Unc. All right, everybody else, have a good night, and we will catch y'all later.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, gftradioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Respected, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores/GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on GFTradioshow.com for all of our audio and video playbacks, as